welcome back. All right, so tips on how to be friends with a Scorpio. I am a Scorpio sun. I have 5 planets in Scorpio, 5 planets and asteroids in Scorpio in my 5th house. Cancer rising, Taurus moon. Okay, that's just a little bit about me, okay? But Mars in Aquarius. All right, Mars in Aquarius. You have to put all these things together. If you're into astrology, you know. If you don't, you can look it up. Okay. But being friends with a Scorpio. My mom is a Scorpio moon. I'm a Scorpio sun. I attract a lot of Scorpios. I attract a lot of Taurus because Taurus is on my 11th house. I attract a bunch of Geminis too for short periods of time because you know how Geminis are. But here's some real tips on how to be friends with a Scorpio, okay? Like, first of all, don't fucking lie. Don't lie about anything. I don't care if I ask you what color socks you have on and you tell me it's blue but they're 2 red socks and you lied. Don't lie. Scorpios are fixed water signs ruled by Mars and Pluto. Mars is all about drive, energy, sexual expression, and Pluto's all about destruction, baby. It's all about rebuilding things. You know what I'm saying? You put those two things together, it can become a little explosive. That's why some of y'all want to give us Scorpios bad reps, but mostly it's because you fucked up on your end. You know what I'm saying? Or the Scorpio's underdeveloped, and that's a whole nother thing, which I'll do another video on. But first things first, don't lie to a Scorpio. We don't like being lied to. We don't like fibs. We're not like Libras, okay? And I don't care what some of y'all Libras say. Libras love to just be very compromising. Scorpios are not compromising because you can't compromise the truth. Okay? You can't compromise the truth because the truth in your head is all that I actually need to know so I can assess and then do what I need to do on my end. Feel me? If you're not telling me the truth on your end, you're manipulating and omitting from the situation and you're not giving me all of the facts. And if I don't have all of the facts, then I don't feel very safe or secure around you and I don't like this little situation that's going on right now. Okay? Because we're all about the facts. And facts according to the person we're dealing with. Maybe not even facts of the world, but the facts to the person that we're dealing with because every person is an individual. It's like you are a solar system in yourself, right? Soul system, solar system. Okay? So first things first, always tell the truth. And don't think you're going to hurt our fucking feelings. We're not babies. Okay? You don't even understand. In the life of a Scorpio, you have no clue what we go through. We are the ruler of the 8th house. That has to do with death. Okay? I've almost died 4 fucking times. Your truth is not gonna hurt my feelings. Got it? So that's number 1. Be honest. Like, matter of fact, fuck the truth. Be transparent. Just be transparent. Transparent is like there's nothing, there's no filter, there's nothing I can see right through you. You know what I'm saying? Be transparent with your truth. If you're not giving all the information, we feel manipulated. And once you manipulate a Scorpio, that's when vindictiveness and vengeance and like, that's when we have a fucking problem. That's when we get scorpionic, like with the tail, things like that. All right. Another tip is be loyal. Be loyal. Again, fixed signs. We're extremely loyal. And the way that you can be loyal is referring back to tip number 1. Be honest about your truth because loyalty has to come to yourself first before it can even come to a Scorpio. If you're not good with yourself, Scorpios are going to dissect that and they're going to take it right out of you. That's why people are so triggered by us. And if you don't know why people hate us so much, I have another video called Why So Many People Hate Scorpios. And you can go check that out, okay? So you need to be loyal. You need to be loyal to yourself. You need to be loyal to the friendship. We are a fixed sign. When you fuck with a Scorpio on an intimate level, on a friendship level, you are committing to something. There is a commitment that comes between you and a Scorpio when you're friends, okay? And with that commitment has to come loyalty. Because if there's no loyalty, then what are we committing to? What are we committing to? We're not committing to shit, okay? So you need to be loyal. And being loyal is being honest. That's how all this stuff links together. And that's why Scorpio is also, the 8th house is the house of bonding and things that come together because one does not work without the other. Truth, transparency, and loyalty all work together. Got it? Another tip. Be fucking smart, bro. Be smart. And I don't mean be book smart. Just gather some common sense. If you wouldn't want it done for yourself, why would you want it done for me? You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't even make any sense at all. If you wouldn't put yourself in that position, why would you put somebody else in that position? Have some common sense. Scorpios cannot stand people who are dumb. But it's because you choose to be dumb. Feel me? You choose to be dumb. You have YouTube, Google, Wikipedia, all these other resources, and you still acting like you didn't fucking know how to Google my address and show up to my house. You're doing too much. Don't be stupid. Because we don't like that. That just means that you're not willing to actually do the research, and we're all about investigating and doing research. And if you're not willing to do research because the answer is out there, it's not that the answer is not out there, you're just being lazy. And you want me, you're being lazy and dumb, and then you want me to come and fulfill for you. And then when I tell you my perspective on it, oh, you don't like it, and I'm being this and I'm being that. Well, if you would have did the research yourself, then it wouldn't have been an issue. Like, if you wouldn't act so stupid with everything, then it would not be a problem, okay? So y'all need to stop being lazy and dumb. Scorpios do not like illogical people. They don't like people who are irrational. You're being irrational right now. See, I could deal with you if you say, you know what, I'm being irrational right now. I can deal with you if you say, you know what, I feel like an asshole right now. We'd rather have that. We'd rather you say the truth of how you feel right now in this moment, because the way that you feel right now in this moment is going to project to the next moment and the next interaction that I have with you, and therefore it's going to change the chemistry and how we interact with each other. Understand that everything is chemical and it's an exchange. So anything that you put into the pot, any box that you bring into the house, don't fucking bring the box in the house unless you're gonna unpack it. Don't just say, oh, I have this box, I want to show you, and act stupid or make me try to guess what's in the box. I don't know. Now I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when y'all get mad and Scorpios get distant, because one, you're not being truthful, you're not being loyal, and you're being fucking dumb. And you're just being dumb because you're being lazy. That's really essentially what it is. And Scorpios don't like lazy people. We don't like emotionally lazy people. It's not okay. It is not okay. This is an emotional life that we're living, and for you to be lazy all the time with your emotions and, oh, no, I don't know how I feel, or that exhausts us so much. It exhausts a Scorpio so much. If I ask you how you feel, it's because I actually care. And if you don't want to tell me, I'm not going to baby you. I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why Scorpios can't stand it. And it's like, we will just retreat and deal with ourselves or a very, very small circle because we know what we're dealing with. Okay? So don't do that. And then if you want to be friends with a Scorpio, be ready to be intimate. Be ready to be intimate. And intimate is, you have to reveal your soul's yearning. This is not just like a little topical conversation. Of course, we can go into a bar and have like a little, oh, TT, but I'm honest, like, if most Scorpios are social, like the Scorpios that have, you know, some planets and fire planets or stuff like that, they want to go out there and they want to interact with other people and all these other things. But every time I go out, the conversation always turns into a deep, intimate conversation. Like, I cannot help myself, even if it's in a bar or whatever. I remember a few months ago, I was at this party and this guy and me were talking, and we ended up talking. I was like, yo, everybody's like a zombie. We live in a globe filled with zombies and this, that. And it just always gets deep. Just be ready to be intimate if you're going to talk to a Scorpio. Any kind of conversation longer than 5 minutes, prepare to get intimate. Prepare. And if you're not ready, stop fucking with us. Stop coming into our cave. If you ain't ready to do the work, ain't ready to see what's really in the cave, don't even step in. Take your little feet out. Take them out. If you ain't ready to get dirty and really, really get to nitty gritty of what this human experience is like, we don't want to talk to you. Do you not understand that? I don't care. I don't care about topical conversations. I don't care about, oh my God, today was such a long day. I'm doing my like Wendy Williams thing. But we don't care about stupid shit like that. We don't. The reason why we interact with other people is to find out what is going on in the psychology of the human experience, so we can best integrate it with the things that we've learned through that 1 through 7 houses, and how we can take that out to the public. But if you're not willing to be truthful, honest, transparent, loyal, if you're not willing to be logical or a researcher or be smart, then you're just gonna lead you can't have intimacy. And if you can't have intimacy, you can't have growth. And that is what Scorpios hate the most. We don't like people who don't want to develop themselves. So be ready to develop yourself. Be ready. And it's gonna be painful. because you got to address all your traumas. You got to address all the shit that you've learned. You've got to address all the things that were ingrained and instilled into your freaking psyche, and you have to break away from that. That's my other tip. If you're wanting to be a friend with a Scorpio, prepare for your old ego to fucking die. Prepare for the old you to be gone. Because trust me, like I say, a Scorpio is a tunnel. And once you go through this tunnel, I mean, some people want to back out and they want to, you know, they don't want to go all the way through the tunnel. They'll go all the way through the, you know, back to where they started. But trust me, honey, you're never going to go back to who you were when you're dealing with a Scorpio. You're never going to go back to that. So be ready to say goodbye to your old self. Be ready. Be ready, and especially if you're in a relationship with one, which this is not what this video is about. This video is about being friends. And all of my friends who I'm actually close with, they understand what it is. They understand that this is a growing relationship. This is a soul relationship. That's the thing with Scorpios. We're not like Geminis. We're not like Libras, okay? We're not like freaking Aries or Sagittarius. We are soul type of friends. And when it comes to soul and intimate bonding relationships that have to do with death and rebirth, you have to prepare yourself as much as possible for what's about to come. And what's coming is a huge transformation for your ass. And it's always going to be for the better. Now, how you use it, that's up to you, obviously. But we give you the tools so that you can actually be better and get to the next level of your life. Okay? Then you could go all the way to Sagittarius and gather that wisdom and take the wisdom that you got and that you learned from houses 1 through 8, and you can explore and make that wisdom even bigger and take that wisdom and bring it into your public arena and your career. And after you've done that, you can bring it to the community. And then after you've done that, you can just bring it into your subconscious, and all of that dissolves right back into number 1, okay? For people who are into astrology, and if you're not, then look up an astro chart or something like that. Look up a quick video. But that's how you can be friends with a Scorpio. Just be ready for your life to change. Like, just be ready for you to be a whole completely different person. And if you're not ready to change, then don't be friends with a Scorpio. And that's seriously my advice. If you're not willing to do the work, if you're not willing to be open to the experience of being in a Scorpio's life on a real intimate way, then there's really no point for you to even be around. You know what I'm saying? And don't get mad at us because we don't want to be around you. You just can't. You're not ready. You ain't ready, because the thing is with transmutation, we are filled with all of that energy around that time. Do you understand? Like, and so when we come out, it's not a joke. It's not a joke for us, because we understand that life is not a joke. And I don't know about any other sign. I don't know which other sign is as serious and as intimate and as in depth as a Scorpio. There is no other sign. We're almost like all of the feelings left over from all the other signs that they don't want to address. All the feelings go into the 8th house. I can't talk about dumb shit. Like, I could talk about, and the thing is, like, I can talk about this celebrity or this thing going viral, but I have to talk about the psychology of it. I got to talk about the spiritual of it. I got to talk about the emotional of it. I got to talk about the intimacy of it. I got to talk about the socialness of it. Like, I got to talk about every single aspect, because it's a domino effect. One doesn't happen without the other. They're all fused together. One makes the other thing happen. And if you're omitting, you're manipulating, you're not being honest with who you are right now. Like, if you're a piece of shit right now, just say you're a piece of shit. I'd rather hear that than you tell me you're the best person and then I find out you're a piece of shit, because now I'm just going to be upset. You know what I'm saying? And that's not good for you.